These recipes from the Great Depression era will not only save you money, but also delight your taste buds. At a time when food and goods were scarce, people cooked with what they had or used inexpensive ingredients. This led to
It
the
is my
emergence of
honor to
truly
welcome you
original
all
dishes.
to this
I
year's
compiled a
Harvest
list of
Feast.
15
I
recipes that
hope
have
you
stood the
enjoy.
test of time. These dishes are delicious, even if they are simple and inexpensive. With them, you can set an entire table or prepare a meal for a family on a budget. All instructions for preparation will be in the comments below the video. The first recipe is for bread with peanut butter from a book published in 1932. This is a simple recipe, and you probably already have all the ingredients in your pantry. Bread has a rich taste of peanut butter and is perfect for various spreads. I prefer to eat it with creamy Nutella. The taste of peanut butter in the bread enhances all the added components. This is a very satisfying treat. The second recipe is a crazy chocolate cake that is actually vegan. At that time, eggs and milk were expensive, but that didn't stop people from enjoying a delicious cake. Despite the lack of some ingredients, the cake turns out very rich, fragrant, and moist. You can bake a magnificent chocolate cake from simple ingredients that you surely have on hand. The third recipe is 3-ingredient bread. This bread is so good, and most importantly, so simple, that you won't believe how easy it is to make. Just 3 ingredients: flour, yeast, and water, and if you like, a bit of salt for flavor. This recipe allows you to bake 7 whole loaves of bread, making the cost of each about 36 cents, using ingredients you already have. The fourth recipe is for vinegar pie. Of all the pies you've heard of, vinegar is probably not among the fillings you crave. Nevertheless, this pie is sweet and delicious. The top of the pie is slightly crispy, and the filling is rich and creamy. I like the subtle sweetness of apple cider vinegar. It's a unique flavor that makes this pie special. The fifth recipe is a bean and ham soup. This bean soup is hearty and delicious. The ham adds saltiness and great flavor. It's comfort food that won't break the bank. To prepare this aromatic soup, you only need 4 ingredients, and it will please the whole family. It is especially good on cold days when you want to make something simple and hearty. The sixth recipe is an old-fashioned goulash. Goulash is a staple dish in many American homes, starting on the stove and finishing in the oven. It's a hearty, delicious meal with pasta, ground meat, and tomatoes that everyone enjoys. This goulash recipe is incredibly comforting, and the leftovers are just as tasty. The seventh recipe is a dandelion salad. This salad can be made from plants that grow in your garden instead of throwing away these common weeds. Wash them and turn them into a delicious salad. Dandelion leaves have a bitter taste, but they can be really delicious. Mix these dandelions with a magnificent garlic dressing, then add seasoned breadcrumbs and lemon zest. The fragrant garlic combination perfectly balances the bitterness of the greens. Now go outside and gather dandelions. Old-fashioned stuffed peppers are one of my favorite classic dishes. They are very tasty, and I like bell peppers because they are quite amusing. If you have never tried stuffed peppers, now is the perfect time to make them at home. Minced meat is mixed with rice and tomatoes before being stuffed into whole bell peppers. This recipe is also very versatile. You can substitute the protein, change the rice, or use regular tomato sauce instead of 8 juice. Potato soup. This old-fashioned potato soup requires just 5 ingredients. I love that it's so easy to make, and it's true comfort food. You will only need potatoes, milk, butter, salt, and pepper. It's another recipe you can prepare from your pantry supplies any day. This soup is perfect as an appetizer or main dish. You can add various ingredients for extra flavor, but it is delicious on its own. Old-fashioned cornbread. Classic cornbread is the ideal side for almost any meal. I especially love cornbread with something very hearty, like chili. This recipe is made from white cornmeal and buttermilk, and it has no added sugar. It is simple and rustic, but very tasty. Potato mash pancakes. Potato pancakes, or potato latkes, are much better than they seem at first glance. They are economical and very easy to prepare. For these pancakes, you will need potatoes, eggs, and onions. You can also add salt and pepper to taste. These small pancakes become crispy on the outside after frying. My favorite topping for these latkes is applesauce, but you can use any fillings to your taste. Creamy beef chips on toast. This dish is more about flavor than appearance, but don't rush to conclusions. Beef chips on toast are simple and a bit messy, but so comforting. This recipe includes salty, spicy beef covered in a creamy sauce. The crispy toast serves as a great base for all the other flavors and textures. If you love salty snacks, this recipe is perfect for you. Grandmother's frozen fruit salad is not just an ordinary fruit salad in a bowl, but a variation of the classic salad with marshmallows, sometimes known as ambrosia. The only difference is that it is served frozen. I think this is a great option for a fruit salad that can even be used as a dessert. Next, rice pudding. It is thick, creamy, and incredibly sweet. Since it is pudding, the main ingredients are milk and eggs, which makes this dessert very rich and tasty. This pudding has a pleasant texture and taste. Meatloaf from the Great Depression is a dish known for its affordability, flavor, and heartiness. Meatloaf evokes nostalgic feelings, so everyone you serve it to will appreciate it. It remains juicy while baking in the oven. My favorite moment is the tomato sauce on the surface that caramelizes and takes on an unusual flavor after cooking. Serve this meatloaf with mashed potatoes for a comforting and delicious dinner. In concluding our review of 15 recipes from the Great Depression, we cannot help but feel gratitude for the simple yet delicious dishes that our ancestors prepared during one of the most challenging times in American history. These recipes remind us that even in conditions of resource scarcity, creativity and ingenuity can lead to the creation of delicious and comforting dishes that continue to delight generations. However, aside from the recipes themselves, the era of the Great Depression serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience and perseverance of the human spirit. Despite incredible hardships, our ancestors found ways to adapt and thrive, leaving a legacy of ingenuity and courage. Enjoying these dishes, we honor the labor and sacrifices of those who came before us, and we are grateful for the abundance we enjoy today. May these recipes remind us of the strength and determination within each of us, inspiring us to face any challenges with the same courage and perseverance. Try these recipes yourself and let the flavors of the past transport you to a simpler time filled with warmth, community, and resilience. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and see you in the next video.